What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, coming back to Muse. Yes, indeed, Muse Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bob, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Origin of Symmetry 2506. And Origin of Symmetry 2506 wanted to see me react to this song by Muse. There's an intro, so we'll cut some slack on that one. The House of the Rising Sun intro into a tune called Time Is Running Out. Now, have I heard this song before? Okay, well, I've heard the intro, House of the Rising Sun. I can't imagine there are too many people who haven't heard that song in some way, shape, or form. I know there's a number of covers out there of the song, so we're going to do an intro of that song. That might be a playback. It might be them playing. I don't know. But as far as the song Time Is Running Out, no, I have not heard that song before. It does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. Now, having said that, there's always a chance that I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I go, ha, yeah, I recognize that song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Muse Live Videos, all one word, no spaces at all. And the video has 856,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Muse, Time Is Running Out. Doesn't say anything about House of the Rising Sun, but I was assured by Origin of Symmetry that intro is in here. So I guess we'll have to find out here. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Instantly recognizable. Oh, wow. Sing it, crowd, sing it. Hey, come on, rub a little funk on it. Let's go. I'm at 100. I know the volume level is low, guys. Trust me, I know. But as you can see, though, I'm at 100%. I can't make it any louder. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm having a hard time hearing it myself, and I got my volume on my headphones cranked. So, this is a rough listen. That's for sure. But I am able to hear enough. I'm able to hear it well enough that I get the idea. I get the gist of it. Without question, this is a fan favorite song. It absolutely is. I've seen other performances of other songs at this show on this channel. And without question, this is the loudest crowd that I've heard out of all the songs I've seen from this show. There are times where the crowd, and I'm not just talking about, a little bit here and a little bit there, pretty consistently, especially when it gets to the chorus, the crowd is actually blowing Matt out of the water. The crowd is loud on this song, which it shows that the crowd loves the song. And you always want to have those crowd favorite songs in your set list. Give the people what they want. Listen, if you know you're going to be playing a show and the crowd you're going to be playing in front of has a particular song that they just absolutely love, if you're smart, you're going to work it into the set list. You will. You'll figure it out. Back in the 80s, during the non-makeup days of Kiss, every time they would go and perform in Australia, and they wouldn't do too many songs from the makeup days. They like to kind of keep the makeup day songs separate. They wanted to really push the new album, or at least the non-makeup era songs from their non-makeup era. So like in 86 and 87 and even 84 and 85, when they went and performed in Australia, they knew when they were going to Australia, they knew I Was Made for Loving You was a humongous hit in Australia. So during their tour, they worked that one song into their set list whenever they played at any city in Australia. They would work I Was Made for Loving You into the set list. And the rest of the tour, nope, it wasn't there. Just for Australia. So if you have a particular song that is super over, just ridiculously over in some select country, one or two countries, you'll figure out a way to work it in because you want to send the crowd home happy. Plain and simple. So I don't know if that's the case here. Then again, maybe this song is just in the set list by coincidence. It's in the set list for the entire tour, and it just happens to be this country's favorite song from them. That's possible too. I've seen that work and happen as well. But all I know is this crowd is super into this song, more so this song than any other song I've heard from other performances at this same show. So they must really dig this song. And I can see why. It's pleasing to the ear. It's a fun tune. Not a whole lot of, not a whole lot of substance behind it, but I mean, it's one of those tunes that's just easy to enjoy and easy to listen to. So nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, it's the most amazing song I've ever heard in my life. No, it's not. Not even remotely close. Even by Muse's own standards, this is pretty simple, pretty basic. But the crowd digs it. And at the end of the day, it's a little more important. So let's finish this out. We'll get to the review. Back. It won't hurt. Okay. And we do the obligatory guitar pass off. Go tune this guitar and give me this guitar that you know for a fact is in tune, because that's your job, guitar tech. I love when that happens. Anyway, there's really not a lot to talk about. There really isn't. One of the easiest, simplest songs I've heard from Muse, on all honesty. Doesn't mean it's bad, just means it's a simple tune. That's all there really is to it. Let me think about it. Let me get my thoughts together, make sure I didn't miss anything. And I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Muse. Yeah, I mean, they did a little intro of House of the Rising Sun, but it was less than a minute. It really doesn't deserve a whole lot of attention. The focus of this really was time is running out, and that's what the focus on this is really going to be about. This was a request from Origin of Symmetry 2506. Okay, I got a score. And honestly, there's not a lot to talk about. This is going to be a short review, and if I'm being 100% honest, it might be one of the shortest reviews I've ever done. Not just for Muse, but in the history of the channel. I'm not saying it's going to be the shortest, but it's going to be one of the 5 shortest reviews I've ever done. I can promise you that, because there is nothing to talk about. So let's get to it, shall we? Let's put the kibosh on this one. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 7.1. Yep, 7.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, the 7.1. What does that mean? Well, a 7.1 would equate out to a really good skill rating, because overall, I think this was a really good presentation. It would get 4 to 5 stars and a B as in boy, B letter grade. Yeah, a B. So there you go, 7.1, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Ha ha! So glad you asked. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, the live show. Because I know everybody's like, well, the live show usually can help your score, you can hurt your score. In this case, it really didn't do either. I mean, it was there, but there was nothing that really happened during the course of the live show that made me go, whoa! Oh, that absolutely bumps the score. No. They covered all the bases, yes. But it was all barely. Like, stage presence was there. Sure, yeah, as much as it could be. I mean, they weren't exactly dressed like performers. They kind of were dressed like roadies, but they still looked the part when they were moving around. They acted the part. So yeah, I'll give it to them. Stage energy was there. It was very casual, but it was there. Stage interaction was not there, but crowd interaction was kind of there. And then, showmanship, casually done. Yeah, sorta. Production, I mean, lighting. The lighting was there, so yeah, I mean, like, you see what I mean? Like, it didn't help, but it didn't hurt. It was just kind of there. So, live show really a non-factor. And as far as the song goes, there wasn't really all that impressive thing. There was nothing about the song that was really stood out as being impressive. The songwriting, even by Muse's own standard, the songwriting was very basic, very simple, very easy to follow. Which may be one of the reasons why it's such a popular tune among the masses, because clearly the crowd is into it. Clearly the crowd loves the song, because there were parts, especially in the chorus, where the crowd was singing louder than Matt. So, I mean, maybe that's part of the appeal of this song, is it is in its simplicity. I mean, the chord progression, very easy to follow. Melodic lines, easy to follow. I mean, there was nothing about the song that was mind-blowing at all. The only thing that I would say, I hesitate to use the word great. The only thing that I think might deserve a great rating was Matt's vocal delivery. I mean, his range was great on this. I've heard better. I've heard more impressive from him, but this was definitely up there when it came to his vocal delivery. Everything else, though, across the board was just kind of really good or pretty good. So this is how we're coming up with that 7.1. I know there's going to be Muse fans out there who are going to be of the opinion that everything Muse does deserves a 10. And this song deserves an 11. Well, I don't have time for those people. I just really don't. So if you're going to be like that, it's cool. You know, feel free to put in the comments if you want. I don't know what I'll do with it. It depends on the day. It depends on the mood I'm in. I might remove it. I might leave it alone. If you're aggressive with it and you're trying to get personal with me, I'll just block you. So whatever. You know, I don't really pay attention to those people who, you know, say everything that Muse does deserves a 10. I love it. I also love it when I give a score of like, you know, I'll give like a 7.9 and people are like, I'm sure you meant to say, instead of a 7.9, I'm sure you meant to say 9.7. No, I meant to say 7.9. I didn't stutter. What you heard was correct, you know. It's like the 7.1. I don't think anybody in the comments is going to go, I think you meant a 1.7. No, I don't think I'm going to be hearing that, but I can guarantee you there's going to be people in the comments going, I'm sure you meant 10.7, right? No, I meant 7.1. Trust me. I mean, the musicianship, like I said, it was good. Everything across the board was good. I don't have any complaints. I mean, they didn't do anything bad, but I've heard better. I've heard way better. By Muse's own standards, I've heard way better than this. This is bare bones basic for Muse. It really is. But still getting the 7.1. Not a bad way to go. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got a 7.1, which is a really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.